shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Bound to lose one. Slam, slam, slam. Watch the safety creep. Up, nothing. Rail. Hurry. Motion. Hey, wahoo. Hurry up.
Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, alert 33. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
20.
Minus 56.
Well.
Check them.
Topper. Hurry. Let's go. Hurry.
Go now. Check the backer.
Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
13 yards there and a Niner first. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36.
Let's make these 65. 21. Here we go.
53's mine. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only.
Touchdown, 49ers! Tevin Coleman, 30 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A toss play to Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
180! Here we go. Run.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
We got to get the ball.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Point it right. Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike's 56. You can't
My turn.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 89 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass. Alert.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch the eyes.
Watch Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Wait, check. I got him.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Finding room inside the 40. And some space here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that'll set him back 5. Gold to add the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Niners 36. Browns nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 24, check 24. Real.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Brown. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
56, Mike, 56.
On third down, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Hey, alert 33.
First down, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Mike 56. Hurry. It's our time. Hey, exit. It's our time.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Get ready. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, orbit.
3rd and long for Mayfield. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Mayfield, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Protein spill. You better bring it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, check 24, watch 24. 2. Kill.
Now Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
What you got, Heavy? Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, Delta.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Nice hit, boy.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Regular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though.
And he's going to go down again. D. Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
It's going to be a long. Hey, Haywood. It's the money. 58's the money. All day, baby, all day. 58.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 68 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike 56.
Mayfield now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch twins. Kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over. At the 34-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It should.
Get back up.